What if I told you that there was a drag racing tire that was so efficient and so fast that it almost made racing too easy? That some racing associations outlaw it, and that this tire is not technically a slick. Would you be able to guess what it is? Would you believe that it actually has a Department of Transportation number on it, and some may actually call it a street tire? I'm here today to tell you a little about a tire that hooks so well that it literally makes cars fly. Today, I will be telling you about the drag radial. Now, when you think of drag racing, I'm sure the first tire that comes to mind is the drag slick, the soft floppy tire that you've seen on drag cars since the inception of the sport. But the drag radial came onto the scene in the mid-90s. In 1996 to be exact, BF Goodrich released a tire into their G-Force line with a soft compound, a 00 tread wear rating, and a smooth patch in the middle of the tire to grip as much of the track surface as possible. This new tire was called the BF Goodrich G-Force TA drag radial. This is basically where it all started. The tire developed to give gearheads an option to drive their muscle car to the track, make a couple of licks, and drive home, all on the same tire. It would soon become the focal point to many classes, right as the small tire racing scene began to boom. Racers like Dwayne Big Daddy Guthridge were setting world records and dragging the bumper on his Fox body Mustang before people even grasped the concept of the drag radial, or even bought into the potential that it would come to have in the future. After BFG made a splash in the small tire racing scene, it was only natural for other tire companies to follow suit in radial developments. Companies like Nitto, M&H, and even Goodyear all tried their hands, but one stood out and ended up becoming the gold standard for years to come: the Mickey Thompson ET Street Drag Radial. Along with the improved design, tire compound, and as well as how fast the performance industry's technology had improved, the records began to fall quicker than ever. The records went from 8s, 7s, to 6 seconds in the quarter mile, until eventually the majority of drag radial racing switched to 8th mile. With classes like X275 and Outlaw Drag Radial, more and more people will become interested. And promoters like Donald Long will go beyond magnifying the small tire scene. Each year, cars will break records and barriers that would seem impossible the year before. And while new classes, track prep technique, and racing technology improved as a whole, Mickey Thompson was in development of a tire that would once again become a complete game changer. The Mickey Thompson Radial Pro was first released only in the 275 60R15 tire size, but with racers reporting that they have been faster on the Radial Pro, even in the smaller 275 size, than the old ET Street Radial at the bigger 315 tire size. It was evident that the tire technology was superior. So shortly after, Mickey Thompson released the Radial Pro in the 315. And it will be just what the radial versus the world class needed. Racers like Brad Edwards, Keith Berry, Dwayne Mills, Stevie Fast Jackson, and many more promptly took advantage of the new technology and would soon break another barrier that many thought was utterly impossible: the 3-second barrier. But once one cracked into the threes, every race there was a new car that broke the barrier. 390s, 380s, 370s, 360s, 350s, and now 340s. It seems crazy to think that cars can run those kind of numbers on a tire that's only a little over 30 inches tall, with a tread width that's only 11.5 inches. Currently, the fastest pass ever recorded on a 315 Radial Pro is a 349.8 at 212.73 miles per hour. But check this out. The fastest recorded Pro Mod pass is a 348.6 at 219.47 miles per hour. That's only a little under 1/100th of a second, with a tire size of over 36 inches tall and 17 inches wide. I'm talking about steamrollers. That's 6 inches taller and over 5 inches wider. So the question is, how can the way smaller drag radial run almost identical times as the steamrollers used in pro mod racing? The radial design of the tire is one of the reasons why the tire is so fast. Because of its radial ply design, it allows the tire to stay more round as you go down the track. The tires don't move or grow as much as your typical drag slick, allowing more energy to propel the car straight down the drag strip. Unlike many may think, the traditional drag slick is not designed to hook off of the line. It's more designed to have some slip to create wheel speed. But the drag radial, on the other hand, is designed to dead hook. So that means no energy is wasted with this slipping tire. All energy is applied to a forward motion to apply as much power as possible. And to apply that power, you'll need a little help with the likes of glue and lots of it. The radial actually needs the track to be prepared in a special manner to perform at the best of its abilities. So those record passes would not be attainable on your typical Friday night track surface. Radial prep is so sticky that if you walk on it, that it can pull you clean out of your shoes. With the track that sticky, racers can use more tire pressure and have reported to run quicker and faster ETs because of it. So does this make the drag radial the greatest drag racing tire of all time? What do you think?